Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the cost sheet, which is very important in cost accountancy. So understanding just the cost sheet itself will give you a lot of confidence to attempt this solution. So here first thing is we are supposed to calculate here in the cost sheet based on this given cost sheet specimen. So this part is the particulars part. Okay, so here the particulars part where we are going to record all the elements which will give you in the first stage primary cost. Then we will be able to find out the works cost or factory cost, or we can say factory overheads, then cost of production, then total cost. So how do we start up with the cost sheet? So we are going to calculate first by taking direct material. Okay, if at all in a question where direct material is not being clearly given, a raw material used is not being given, in that situation we are going to here we are going to calculate it with the help of opening stock of raw material will be added with the purchases of raw material. Then we are going to deduct closing stock of raw material. Then all together, by gaining all these things, we are going to get the material consumed. Okay, at this stage we are going to get the material consumed by taking opening stock of raw material and adding here with the purchases, and then deducting closing stock of raw material. We are going to get material consumed at this stage. Now this material consumed can be written in the outer column. And then we are going to add the direct labor. Okay, direct material, and next thing is direct labor. If at all we get any direct expenses in the question, so we are going to add up that direct expenses too. And then the total amount, whatever, by adding direct material, direct labor and direct expenses, we will be getting, by adding these three items, we will be getting prime cost. Okay, so how we get the prime cost? By adding direct material, direct labor and direct expenses. Then the next step is getting the works overhead or works cost or factory cost. Okay, so this factory cost can be arrived by adding to the prime cost simply by adding the works overhead or factory overhead. Now what are those factory overheads? Usually in most of the pro formas it will be mentioned as factory overheads or works overhead. But what all items get included in this? Any expenditure which is related to the factory or which is related to the production work comes under this category. Okay, so for example, we take factory overheads, we can take various items here, like what I could show you the example by taking various items here. Fixed or variable items which are related to the factory, any expenditures which is given which is related to the factory, so that can be taken here. Then by adding office and administrative overheads, again here the word office and administrative overhead, it includes all the expenses which are related to the office and all the expenses which are related to the administrative office, admin. So office related items are going to be added here and factory related items will be added here. So at this stage we are going to get works cost, and then by adding administrative or office expenses we are going to get cost of production. Okay, then after adding selling and distribution, simply like advertising, warehouse, these kind of expenditures will be included in selling and distribution expenses. So when those expenses are being added, we are going to arrive at total cost or cost of sales. Okay, before advertising, before selling expenses and advertising expenses, we are going to get cost of production. That means all these costs were being used to produce the item. But to the same product, if you want to sell it in the market, we need to have the next step, that is selling and distribution. The expenses related to the selling and distribution will be included here. Then ultimately we are going to get the total cost at the end, that is cost of sales. Now how do you arrive to the profit at this stage, ma? By taking this cost, always the one thing you can remember, that is cost plus profit gives you selling price. Okay, cost price plus profit equals to selling price. So when we are going to get this up here, this is the cost of sale. To this, if there is a profit margin, that profit margin will be added, and then the selling price will be fixed. Suppose the profit margin is 10%, so we can add up 10% of the cost amount, and then we can sell it in the market. So anyways, calculation of profit based on cost price and based on selling price is another topic which we are going to discuss in near future. Okay, hope the proforma is clear. We can discuss about solving a particular problem related to the cost sheet. If you are interested to have the class based on this problem solution based on the cost sheet, then do comment and let me know so that I can explain this cost sheet. Thank you all.